I am out in the field today checking in on low tunnels. These are the low tunnels that I showed you how to build a little while ago, and I wanted to talk a little bit about what is underneath them. These are in our peony field, so what you can see is I have kind of every other bed has one of these low tunnels over it, and underneath are varieties of peonies that are a little bit like one row has a high tunnel on or a low tunnel on it, and then the next row is the same peony without a low tunnel. And we are doing this to try to push our peonies to get a little bit earlier in the spring. For us, that can be Mother's Day peonies, which is when that hits, it's an amazing year. And then we'll see our low tunnels come on, hopefully for Mother's Day, and our field rows right next to them of the same variety 2 to 3 weeks later. It allows us to stagger our peony crop and thus get the best sell-through of those flowers. Over the course of about the last 4 or 5 years, we've been putting these low tunnels over our peonies to try to figure out which varieties we can push a little earlier. And what we've come to the conclusion is that the earlier peony varieties work really well for us in this scenario. So those are the tunnels that you'll see up now, are the ones that we've identified that will do well under the tunnels and that are a little bit earlier. Our goal is to get the tunnels up about 90 to 100 days before our last frost date. So here in zone 8B, that for us is mid-January. The tunnels go up and then they stay on the peonies with the sides down until we get to a point where we get enough warm weather that it's necessary to vent them, which is very important to do. So what that will look like is maybe when they start to get above 50 degrees or so inside, we'll vent the sides every day in the morning and then close them up at night. So that gives us a couple of things. It gives the peonies some fresh air. It gives the peonies hopefully some rain if we have rain coming so that we don't have to irrigate these in the early spring. And then it also allows for us to control the temperature inside so that the peonies don't push themselves too hard or get fried if they get too warm in there. So those are a couple of quick little tips about how we grow peonies underneath the low tunnels. I hope it helps. Thanks for swinging by.